Didn't seem in the mood this evening, and we don't often see this in these big-time races. A lot of these horses are so well-versed in this style of high-pressure contest, but we have a few 4-year-olds here, guys, that maybe just the pressure of it all is getting to them a little bit. I would have to say at this point in time, Captain Ravishing is handling it. Maybe Catch a Wave isn't.
Yeah, Catch a Wave, it's been a notorious customer for this for quite some time, of doing things wrong. Andy Gath feels like they've got the handle on this horse now as far as its manners are concerned, but the big occasion tonight has seen Catch a Wave and his mind just return to, I guess, the not-so-good days of, you know, doing things wrong and not wanting to score up there. So hopefully this time will be A-OK for the chances of Catch a Wave. It's been easy in the market, 380 out to 550. So the top two in the market are Honolulu Bay at 290 and Captain Ravishing at 360. They have clearly been the best supported runners. Interesting, normally they can appeal to the starter if there's a gear malfunction, but not for scoring up. So I think Kate will probably cop a fine there, but look, a big occasion. I'm sure they won't sweat that one too much.
No, into $1 million race when there's $1 million at stake, you wouldn't think so. But it is going to be interesting how the other runners you know, have their take on that false start. It might rev a few of them up, so it is going to make it interesting.
We're now 3 minutes behind start time for the big one, the Miracle Mile, and what a race this promises to be. The last 3 years, King of Swing, the great King of Swing, has won this race, and now the changing of the guard. Will it be a 4-year-old, or will it be Honolulu Bay, who's at the top of the market, or Spirit of St. Louis, who have been well performed?
Just checking with Don, any movement in the market there, because our punters just had a bit of an adrenaline shock to the system.
Absolutely. Well, I can tell you guys, we're holding, quick maths suggests, we're holding 40% of the entire hold in the Miracle Mile on Captain Ravishing alone. So incredible support.
Will the hype build? Honolulu Bay is the favourite, just over the well-backed Captain Ravishing. Looks as though Catch a Wave scoring up A-OK for take two. This is the big one, the Garrard's Miracle Mile at Group 1 level. Here's Fred Hastings, our caller.
It's the turn. It's the big dance. It's the Miracle Mile, sponsored by Garrard's Horse and Hound. Race favourite. Before they jump is Honolulu Bay. There's the green light. The arms are back and they're away in the Miracle Mile. Catch a Wave is being driven for the lead. Spirit of St. Louis wants it and trying to take a forward position just after the start is MacDan. They were being followed behind those then by Honolulu Bay. Hurricane Harley, Braveview Kelly, Expensive Ego was stuck out 3 wide trying to get in. Can't for the moment, has to go back to the tail. And just ahead of it now is Captain Ravishing. The first quarter, 25 and 5. They go to the back and it's going to be Catch a Wave leading the field. Shows out from MacDan. Spirit of St. Louis covered up third, the inner. Hurricane Harley 3 pegs fourth, and Honolulu Bay, race favourite, lobs in a lovely spot. 1 out, 1 back over Braveview Kelly. They were followed then by Expensive Ego. McCarthy didn't want to settle back in the field. Comes up 3 deeper, and last of all is Captain Ravishing as they work towards the halfway mark. 800 left to go. Second split goes up at 29.2, 54.7 the half, and the leader Catch a Wave by 3 metres. Expensive Ego parked second. Spirit of St. Louis having a gun run in behind the tempo, and they were followed by MacDan with a helmet to follow 1-1. The next one is Hurricane Harley. They were followed then by the favourite Honolulu Bay at the cages, is about 10-15 metres off the leader from Braveview Kelly, and Captain Ravishing, if he's to win, he'll have to come from the tail of the field as they jam up on the home corner. 400 left to go. 27.9 the split. Catch a Wave, the 4-year-old, first into the lane, trying hard in second spot. Down the outside with a good burst is Honolulu Bay, and getting out a Spirit of St. Louis. Captain Ravishing the deepest. It's Catch a Wave the leader. Here come the chasers, Spirit of St. Louis and also Honolulu Bay, but packing plenty of power. It's Catch a Wave, the 4-year-old, 75 to go, and it's going to win it. It's Catch a Wave. Catch a Wave. It's a wipeout for favourite backers, has beaten either Spirit of St. Louis or on the outside Honolulu Bay, and they were lined up for first 4 players. You had in the middle Expensive Ego and Hurricane Harley, Braveview Kelly, and back towards the tail were MacDan and Captain Ravishing. Catch a Wave has done it. It's the Chariots Miracle Mile double, not done since Have Faith in Me did it in 2016.
Trainer Andy Gath, driver Kate Gath, take a bow. What a moment for this stable. Andy Gath has long been regarded as one of the best trainers in the business and deserves to win a race like the Miracle Mile. What he's done with this horse and for the Matthews family has just been absolutely exceptional. Emotional scenes from those connections that we're seeing right now. Kate Gath joining that list of female drivers to win the Miracle Mile, being Kelly Kersley and also Natalie Rasmussen, and now Kate Gath joins that illustrious lift. We were speaking of Emma Stewart training 4 runners in this year's Miracle Mile and the female dominance in the training ranks. Well, what about the driving ranks? And that was a bullish drive by Kate Gath on Catch a Wave. Showed good early gate speed, found the front, and Michael Guerin was just the toughest and the fastest.
2 races on one night. The race that was and the race that could have been. Catch a Wave has just won the Miracle Mile. About 2.5 minutes ago, Catch a Wave didn't want to be part of the Miracle Mile. He didn't score up. He was going to be the failure of the race. He was going to be the story of what could have happened. And then, in take 2, he strode to the lead and into the record books. A special moment for all involved. Ryan Phelan, when they watch the replay, they won't be able to forget about the first time that the big boys said, not tonight.
This horse so controversially left out of the Hunter Cup, and really tonight for the first time, Amanda, taking on the A-graders, taking on the big boys and delivered.
And didn't he do it impressively? He didn't have a soft run. He stood up, he did all the work, and it was a fantastic effort. Fantastic drive by Kate Gath as well, who, mind you, ran 5 kilometres this morning. She does like doing her running, and she went out and did a 5K run, and you can just see how happy she is with her horse over that line, that big smile, and I'd be very happy too, Ryan.
Husband and wife, Andy Gath, Kate Gath, what a moment. It's a Victorian victory in the Miracle Mile for 2023. Brittany.
Inter Dominions, Ryan, Miracle Miles, they are the races that everybody in this sport want to win. And Kate Gath, you've now done both. Wow, what a moment for you.
Yeah, this is pretty good. You know, this is as good as it gets. And I've just been so fortunate to drive some good horses, and Andy's found them, and I guess we've made them training them. But, geez, I feel lucky.
And geez, I bet you wish that Richard was here.
Oh yeah, but you know what? There's his kids are all here, grandkids. There's like 13 of them. They got to be here tonight. They got to witness that. They've been giving him cuddles all night, and it's just one of the greatest moments. It is.
This might be, and I'm sure it is, the first time a horse has won a Mercury 80 into a Miracle Mile. What a training performance from your husband. And we spoke on that night on Hunter Cup night, and you said, he's making my life a little easier now. Well, he didn't tonight.
No, he hasn't here. He hasn't made it as easy, but a bit of a gear malfunction with the rein twisting over there. So we couldn't go like that, so we had to correct that. But luckily we were able to correct it, and it was all good in the end.
Describe to me what you felt at the top of the straight.
I felt it still a long way, but he was jogging. I wanted to really grab hold of him, and I had Spirit of St. Louis on my back. He's obviously a really good horse, and I was a little bit concerned, but then there was room for him to get out, so I'll just let him stride a little bit, and he got to the line terrific.
Amazing, Kate. Well done.
Thank you.
Kate Gath wins this year's Miracle Mile, and I'm going to duck up and catch up with Andy Gath as well very shortly, Ryan, because he is a master, and that is a masterful training and driving performance.
Thanks, Brittany, and we'll try confirm the time too for the Miracle Mile when we see that semaphore board and just the official splits of this one. Catch a Wave, Kate Gath, is there anything that she cannot do? She runs marathons. She raises money for EB Research, which is a skin disease. She's got a great association with a star mare in Tough Tilly, and she's won some terrific Group 1s over the years with the likes of Tornado Valley, a trotter. I mentioned Tough Tilly as well. Caribbean Blaster was a terrific horse for her as well. But this would have to be her biggest moment. And even though Andy Gath has also won a Chariots of Fire and a Victoria Cup, without question, this is also his biggest moment, Brittany.
It certainly is, Ryan. Andy Gath joins me just now, a big smile on the face. You were happy with the Chariots of Fire, and now you've got a Miracle Mile as well.
Yeah, again, never planned for a race, never have it on the agenda, and end up winning it. So, no, it's fantastic. And, you know, as we keep stating, for the Matthews family, most of them are here today just beside themselves, and it's just fantastic for them to be here and enjoy this moment. And it's always in the memory of Richard. And yeah, we love this horse. He's been such a great horse to us, and hopefully, he can go back to back next year. Who knows?
You've loved him since day one, and as a 4-year-old, he's won a Miracle Mile. His whole career is in front of him.
Yeah, no, definitely. Good to see he still showed his quirks here tonight too. He's still a bit of a work in progress, but he's got a huge motor, and yeah, once he was able to lead and sort of got a cheap second split, I was pretty confident that he'd be able to hold him off. So, we were trying to work out tactics, and probably the last thing I said to Kate Gath on the track, I just came out as quick as he can the first 100. We didn't know what to do early at the start, and, being able to find the front, he's probably fortunate. But, again, he's a quality horse, and, doing a Miracle Mile is a great thrill and honour.
She took no prisoners. Gosh, she's a good driver.
Yeah, no, she is. She's not much of her, and again, female power, as they say, it's fantastic. And it's great for us and all my staff at home, hard working. They will be there cheering and everything, and for all my owners, not only the Matthews family, all out there, all my owners that support me. We're very fortunate to have great clients behind us.
She keeps such a cool head. She had a smile on her face when they came back for take 2. I'm sure you didn't.
No, I just was happy there was a take 2. So we did mention that he might do that, just be ready for it. But obviously he's got those quirks about him. But again, he's got a great motor, and he's just got a knack of winning, and he can only get better.
What does a Miracle Mile mean to somebody who's devoted their life to harness racing?
Yeah, it's up there. It's an absolute mecca. It's the only $1 million race we have here. Again, I just sort of always been in the grandstand watching from home. I haven't been able to participate. I've only had one run, and it was about 20 years ago. So, such a great race to be part of, but to actually win it is just, an unbelievable feeling.
Go and enjoy the celebrations and the photos.
No, thanks, Britt.
Andy Gath, their team. He is a masterful trainer, and as we mentioned pre-race, he is in rare air that he doesn't actually track work these horses, whereas most of these trainers are hands-on. He has a gift of being able to watch a horse out on track, combine his knowledge with his wife Kate, who does all of the work with these horses, and this is the result. A 4-year-old again winning the Miracle Mile, and this was a race that was never on his agenda. Look out Tab Eureka in only a few months' time from now.
Brittany, it means that the next 6 months is just a celebration of harness racing, celebrating 3 of the best 4-year-olds we've seen in recent memory: Catch a Wave, Captain Ravishing and Leap to Fame. The Tab Eureka is the newest race on the harness racing agenda. What a stroke of luck in introducing this race that is in an era of this absolute high echelon of paces that we are seeing. If you're watching harness racing for the first time tonight, this is an era to savour.
A daunting problem is trying to find the other starters, because who wants to start against Catch a Wave, Captain Ravishing and Leap to Fame, who may yet still be the best of them? They're a wonderful team. They're a very trusting team, as Brittany has mentioned. Andy doesn't do the track work driving, so therefore Kate and the other staff have to be trusted. But also he trusts her to drive these horses the way she wants. He doesn't drive in races. So they are very much a unit together, as we see the Fox, Josh Addo-Carr, alongside a horse who has similar type athletic qualities. A good guy, Andy Gath, and the wonderful story of Richard Matthews, who obviously tragically passed away last year. Having the family here, we often say this after big races which are touched by tragedy, he'll be looking down, and tonight every sip of beer or every celebratory drink for their family will be a special tribute to that man. This horse has done him proud tonight.
Yep, and that lady that we're seeing there, the driver Kate Gath, I think you have to go a long, long way to find better ambassadors for harness racing than her and her husband Andy. What they do for the sport is absolutely terrific. She's a wonderful spokesperson for the sport, always has a smile on her face, is as good as anyone in the industry as far as driving is concerned. And gee, aren't we just excited now for this Tab Eureka? Don, have we got an updated market? What's changed since we've seen the Miracle Mile?
Absolutely. So leading into that race, we had dual favourites, both at $3. That was Captain Ravishing and also Leap to Fame. Now, Catch a Wave, it was at $7 prior to that race. So our tab traders have wasted absolutely no time. Captain Ravishing and Leap to Fame are both $3.50 chances, and Catch a Wave shortened $7 to join them at the $3.50 mark.
Just the one thing, Ryan, for people who love a bit of history and history repeating, Catch a Wave is by a new stallion called Captain Treacherous, who's a big, strong, beautiful horse, much like he and Captain Ravishing and Catch a Wave are both by Captain Treacherous. But Catch a Wave is out of a mare who was by Christian Cullen, who set the greatest of all Harold Park Miracle Miles back in 1998. That speed from down under, infused with that toughness and speed from the US, has created the beast you see in front of you. It's
incredible, isn't it, that it's going to be like a stock market over the next 6 months, who's going to be the top seed. It's funny, I was talking to Andy Gath on Cranbourne Cup night. That was late last year or early this year, and he said, look, yeah, I know we're number 3. We're the number 3 seed. And he was happy with that. Do you reckon he might change his tune now? What do you reckon?
It might be a barrier draw with a lot of interest. Of course, the Eureka is not a mile. Now, it's 2,400 metres, vastly different kettle of fish, and that should be, everybody thinks, in the wheelhouse of Leap to Fame. But Amanda, what we're seeing now is that Catch a Wave of now is infinitely better than Catch a Wave of 6 weeks ago, and that improvement curve may not yet be finished.
Exactly. That was only his 22nd start tonight. He's most likely going to go have a little break now, get over his last 2 massive runs in the back-to-back Chariots of Fire Miracle Mile double. And what's he going to produce after he has a spell and comes back again in a few months' time?
That is the Garrard's Miracle Mile. What a race it was. Congratulations to Kate, Andy Gath and the Matthews family, and also Cordina Farms, who will have this horse now in the Tab Eureka. A break here on our Sky Thoroughbred Central coverage.